Our Alchemy Factory grows. Look at this. It is coming together nicely. Okay, so we have finished the main part of the current build that we're playing. However, there is still more stuff in the game, so why not explore? Submit 200 copper ingots, submit 200 steel ingots. I have absolutely no idea how we do this. An advanced assembler? A sphere flask? An athanor? A metal stand, a reinforced platform, alembic. I mean, how do we make copper? Copper powder, right? Cannon? No throwing device? Longer throwing distance, two conveyor belt inputs? That's what I'm talking about. There's also another big thing that we can make here, like a big, what do you call it? Like a big art piece. A track station? A factory tour station which can launch sightseeing cars. What? Okay, steel ingot we clearly need to get. So, you know what? Let's start the process of getting this. We do need to look at the shaper, and we do need to get the Jupiter back into production, even though we have not been making it for a little bit. We can start up and pretty easily get it done. That's good. Anything else that I need to get done right now? I mean, I could do some bill paying. I could definitely do some bill paying. In fact, I'm going to pay off both of the bills just to get them done. The random quest is a singular Jupiter and 65 wooden pulleys, which is nothing, to be honest. And in fact, yeah, we can maybe think about getting some additional... We can maybe think about getting some additional potions up and running now. Because we can get the vitality potions, since I have no... Well, I have no need to hoard them, as I once did for the mission. Right, let's work on coke, and then copper powder, and then salt, malachite. I don't know. I'm just thinking like 200 copper ingots, 200 steel ingots. We'll have to see how that all comes together. Where am I gonna put this? Let's grab this. Come out here. Good. And we'll do this just down here. I think we'll just leave this chilling. Did I unlock that big cannon? I did unlock that big cannon. What is... No, I didn't unlock the cannon. The Anthor. An Anthor requires a recipe to be set, only built on heating devices. Does this make alloys and stuff? It very well might. We finished the coking recipe. Let's... Oh, God, of course. Yeah, I don't want any of this charcoal powder. I do, in fact, want the vitality potions. That's what I need. I hate this. I hate this position. To be honest, I'm probably going to change this. But you know what? Let's get it completed, so that at least we get part of the job done. We'll go. Actually, we'll move this back, and we'll go above and down. Yeah, perfect. And then I think a little cannon. Yeah, so we don't have the big cannon yet, but that's fine. Little cannon, and plop you in there. Set the target for this, and then you can just go. I don't think we can sell the charcoal powder, but it'd be quite funny if we did accidentally end up selling it. Either way, I don't even need to worry about it now. It just kind of all happens for me, which is really quite nice. What do we need more of? We're actually supplying the exact right quantity of everything, in fact. We have all of the right ingredients coming through in all of the right quantities, which is superb. And all of my healing potions are being manufactured in good speed. However, they're not being transported down here. Ah. Bit of a faux pas that. Missed it, but fine. That's alright. That's at least going to mean that we actually start using all of our goods now, which is great. And we may need to get some more flax stuff, but that's a problem. That's a problem for a future potato. Right. So, steel ingot, yes. I would love to get a steel ingot. I'd also love to get copper powder as well. We will... have Have I queued that up? Yeah, I think I've queued that up. Can you believe that I've not done that at all yet? I kind of can. Right. We got 2 levels of healing potion. Is 2 levels of healing potion enough? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. Do I want to do anything with this turquoise stuff? So, I mean, we can do something with it, right? I need to get a jewelry stand in order to actually make it work. There's also, like, wooden floors, wooden railings, bricks. I mean, I've not got bricks yet, for goodness sake. I'm definitely going to need bricks. I'm going to queue up the jewelry stand as well, because at least we can do something with the turquoise that we're making. And at least we can try and, like, sell it, which is the main thing. I'm going to need to get some more iron in here, haven't I? Yeah. And I wonder... Oh! Hold on. Can I... Well, first of all, we'll add the iron ore. Yeah. Can I add more? No, I can't. Can I get... I'm going to get the big thing here. The raw material storage. I've got just enough wood to make it happen. So, can I switch to iron? Yes, we totally can. Okay, so we get iron. Where do I want to put this? I actually kind of want to put this in an elevated table form. Or like an elevated platform. Like here somewhere. And then I want to cannon it down. Can we cannon it down? We must be able to cannon it down. Let's have a little look-see. Cannon. We might struggle to get the angle right, but... Oh, we totally can. This game has got everything. This game has got everything. Right, can we put this up here? Not enough ingredients and an invalid position. Yeah, I did kind of figure that that would be the case. We're going to need to rework the positioning of that, and I'm going to need to get some more wood in the process, but you know what? That is a very interesting... That is a very interesting thing to behold, and in fact... I think if I'm crafty about this, we can maybe build it like here. We build that there. How's that work? Then another one here. So if we do 2 little cannons from up here. Where are you? And even if we don't manage to do it with the little cannons, we can maybe do it with a big cannon. Can you go... No, you can't go that far, but you can go small far. Let's get big cannon. Give me the big cannon. That absolutely wipes out my income, by the way, but that's okay because I have a method to get more money, and that's what matters. So, what do I need? I need this sucker right here, and I'm gonna need yet more platforms, which is fine. Copy. Confirm. Can we rotate around? Line you up. Brilliant. That work now? It does indeed. And in that configuration as well, that would be just perfect. And for now, we can only get a single one, but just this second, we have been enabled to get a big cannon. Okay, this is going to be a fantastic setup, to be honest. I need to delete this because this is not the right type, but it's a good thing that I remembered. That's all I am saying. So, T, and put you in there. Beautiful. And then we simply do that, and then we simply split this off. And, yep, right into there. Okay, so you already have the target to be set, and you have the target over here. Actually, maybe I don't even need necessarily the big cannon, but whatever. Confirm target. Perfect. So, tomorrow morning, we will have plenty of iron coming out here. That is amazing. I've got the jewelry stand. I need to do something with the turquoise, so that's fine. Copper gears, copper powder, coke, and steel ingots are all crafted at the Athenor. Right, that is important. That is important to note. Okay, do I need to sell anything? No. No, I do not. We'll just kind of leave this. We'll leave this as is for now. Okay, do I want to sleep? I might want to sleep. I might want to sleep. Advanced assembler? Yeah, I don't mind the idea of doing an advanced assembler. The Mars? That's a lot of advanced components. Tracks? Carts? Heck. Pocket watch? That's jewelry. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to build the Athanor? Let's try building... Do I actually have the blast furnace? I might have the blast furnace. Shaper... No, I don't have the blast furnace. What do we need for the blast furnace? It's a last level bit of kit, isn't it? It's over here. Yeah. Let's get some bricks. You know, let's get some bricks. Then let's go to sleep because I need tomorrow to come around so that people can start giving me money. Okay, good day of sales, obviously. Pretty happy with that. And is there any bills? Of course, there's probably bills. Only 13,000. Only 13,000. It's fine. How are we doing, by the way, on the old Jupiter here? Not too bad. We're taking a little bit of time, but we're getting the job done. All right, bricks are done, and then let's immediately jump on into the blast furnace, and that is going to take me down to my last 12 coins. But thankfully, that should not matter. We should be, for the most part, fine. I really do not like the ratios that we've got going on here. Oh, I didn't click daily auto restock. That's annoying. It does mean that I won't have a huge bill tomorrow. Well, no, tell a lie. I will still have a huge bill from all of these things, but I won't have a huge bill from iron. And I'll also need to manually go and buy the iron, which will be a little bit of a... could be a little bit of a problem, but is actually usually not too much of an issue. Right, blast furnace, blast furnace, blast furnace, and brick. Brick is just literally refined clay. There is a place that we can do this, so we can get ourselves brick furnace here. Yep, we go 8 into there, and just a regular old smelter. Nope, not a regular old smelter, a kiln. Yes, please. That's what we need. The kiln is going to have the recipe of the brick, and the brick is going to take my refined clay, which I am going to take off this belt, which is going to be a very bad thing to do, because it is highly dependent on whether or not we have enough clay for all of our plants, but it does mean that we can get the job done, and that is what matters. Right. I am just going to output to a chest, actually, and we're just going to output to a chest that is... looks something like that, I think. Yeah. Keep going until I get that one again. Nope. That's the one. Rotate you around, and that will be fine, and we put this in here. Okay, so what's the issue with clay production? Are we bottlenecked on sand? Yeah, we are totally bottlenecked on sand. Let's take half the production and punt it into here. Yeah, is that good? Not quite. There we go. That's better. Okay, so if we've got excess production, it's going to go straight into this area, which is probably not going to do much, but it will at least hopefully lighten the load a little bit. And in fact, that is a bad place to do it. Nope. Cancel that. Bad place to do it. The best place to do it is just next door into there. Cool. Well, I suppose either or. But we want to be able to supply to this one as well as this one. So yeah, 50% can now be supplied directly from this little off-cut branch here, which will probably have a very negligible difference, but it will be a difference that hopefully feeds through and gives me just a few more resources here, which is what matters. We can at least start the process of doing the bricks ourselves, which is quite nice. Also, maybe just add another one of these suckers. Maybe get another assembler. I mean, I can do it. It will require a few gears, but I can pick the gears up from these. In fact, can I just pick them up directly from... Usually the assemblers, I can pick them directly up from there. No, but apparently we're too ahead of the curve. I need to get conveyor belts, by the way, which require 200 little gears. So that is something that I am acutely aware of. The assembler... sorry, the belt speed upgrade. That's what I mean. Right. You go down there. Nice. And you can go in here. And you can literally just pop out there. Cool. It's hardly the most consistent operation, but it is good enough for me. Right, all of these suckers are working as they should. Lovely. That is fantastic. That's really good. That is really, really good. And the sand should be hopefully coming through in slightly more numerous quantities. That's good. That's good. What are we getting? We're getting 7 bricks? Nice. So, I need to get... In order to get the blast furnace, I need to get... 30 bricks? That many? Really? Oh well. If needs must, needs must. Also, I'm up to 11k, so let's maybe take this opportunity to go and... yeah, go and yoink a few more bits of goods. Let's sell this here. Choose goods to sell. There we go. Confirm. Restock. Get you out of my inventory so that we can get one more bit and just throw it into here. I'm so annoyed that I didn't... I'm so annoyed that I didn't click the auto refill daily box. That's... I mean, it's... Look, it's on me. What can I say? It's 100% on me. Right. Anything else that I need to do clay-wise to increase my clay production? I mean, it's just sand, isn't it? It's literally just sand. I mean, without getting more... I just don't know. I literally just don't know what we can do. God, it's tough. It's tough. I suppose we could take a... No, I'm not even going to bother. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have to deal with it. Right. Yeah, we are slightly short on clay. I mean, there is a lot of clay on the belts here, and in fact, I could just yoink it out of all of the nurseries that we've got kicking around over here, which is going to, you know, send further problems down the line. But it also means that right now, I can get away with making a bunch of bricks, which is exactly what I want to do. Because in order to get the next piece of the jigsaw, I am absolutely determined that we are going to nab ourselves a blast furnace, and it's going to go, like, right here. It's flipping huge. Look at the size of that thing. It's going to be great. All right, that's the bricks that I need. Let's get them into place, shall we? Let's assemble them in the form of a blast furnace. Should I make it parallel with this one? Yeah, why not? A little bit of a distance, a little bit of a gap there, just in case we need to run anything by. Similar sort of operation, I guess. We get the charcoal powder, which is good. Blast furnace can store lots of stuff. We'll get that out of there. Can I burn charcoal as well? What the heck? Why not? All right. Next thing that we need is an athanor, and I need iron for this. Is iron going to be a problem? It's not, because I've actually, believe it or not, managed to get on top of my iron situation. And I will be even more on top of it by tomorrow. Which is very good. Okay. Let's do this. So, what is the first recipe that we need? We're going to need coke for steel. And coke is literally... Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's just this powder, which we already have, the charcoal powder. So, literally right here. Steel is just iron plus coke? No, not even. It's iron plus charcoal powder. What the heck? I'm not going crazy, am I? I'm not... That is the right recipe? Bricks, crucible, copper powder. Yeah, what's copper powder? Iron sand. Ah. Is that the same with steel? It's iron ore, coke powder. Oh, it's different. It's different. Okay, so we need to coke and then remove and then pulverize and then bring back. Okay, so if we get a rough sort of setup like this, so we're going to say you want to make iron. Steel. There we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to, first things first, get the coke setup sorted, because that's easy for us to do. Just in there like so. Yep. Good. We get you charcoal powder into coke. Fantastic. Then we're going to bring it down. I mean, the crazy thing is that we've got iron up here. Although we also have iron coming, like, over from here. Can I just, like, bring this belt? I mean, this is shockingly close to just working perfectly. It's not quite there, though. But you see what I'm trying to go for, yeah? There we go. T down. And then just... It's a bit messy, but just bring it around. Bring it around, and then straight on up and in there. And in the meantime, the output of this blast furnace... I need a little bit more wood. That's fine. Let's go and nab just a smidgen more wood. We're buffering it. Should be buffering it here. There we go. We are. That's nice. We will build... I probably could have avoided building these structures, but I mean, not like it particularly matters. We'll do this, and then we will come down. Switch around. We'll come down. And then we will get a grinding setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 4 enough? I feel like 4 is going to be enough. 4 is going to be enough. And then we will have up to the top and out there. Do we want to buffer coke? I tell you what, we absolutely can. We don't have to buffer a lot of it, but we can buffer like so. And that will work quite nicely. And so that is going to be iron and coke powder, and that is going to be everything that we actually require in order to make it all work. So let's take... Oops. Let's take this out, down, and back, and then we will just leave that there. So before we move on, let's look at the other jigsaw pieces. So what else do we need to do here? Because I feel like I might need to change some recipes around a little bit. Okay, so for copper, we need... What is this? Iron sand, ground iron, and soap powder. Oh my god, soap powder? Soap powder? Soap powder. As you do. Okay, well, the ground iron is the best place to do it. The best place to do it is over here. Yeah, the best place to do this is undoubtedly this area. We'll just stick with... Oh yeah, hold on. Set the research to soap. Because I don't think I've done that yet, have I? No, we haven't done soap. So soap is crafted at a blender. Ugh, you know what? I don't even want to think about soap right now. Just give me 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't even know we could grind iron, for God's sake. That's kind of bonkers. And then I think we want to... That's going to be annoying, isn't it? I suppose I can crouch, but... Anyway. We're going to come back over here. Yep. Around. And just go in there like so. Nice. Yoink. And then all of the outputs we'll assemble like that. And that is going to be the iron sand bit. Soap powder. Right. Have we made... Oh yeah, we've made some steel ingots. Nice. Coke powder is not being made. What's the issue? It's 8. It's 8 charcoal powder. Oh, and that's quite a lot, because we don't have much charcoal powder coming through at the moment. Why is that the case? I guess we just don't have enough in general? It's being gobbled by all of the recipes and the places that need it. Yeah, we'll probably have to concern ourselves with the supply of charcoal powder in a little bit. This is... It seems like we're pumping out enough. It seems like it's just not getting all the way down the line because there's too many demands for it. Anyway, soap is made at the blender. And it's made from what exactly? Show me, show me, show me. Soap powder. Soap. Soap, 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 soap. Where is soap? Is it a sellable material? It's a sellable material. That's plant ash. Oh, God. And then linseed oil. So it's literally 100% flax-based. So we grind... No, we crucible flax, and then we extract the linseed oil. Okay, so do we even have... We've probably got enough flax to make this all happen, you know? Here's a question for you, video game. Can I, somewhere here, squeeze in a big thing like this? Because that would be so good if I could. Maybe get one in there. What about rotated? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. What about even a low table? I doubt it. Because we have all of the flax. We have all of the flax stuff here. And that's good. I'm happy with it. So I kind of don't want to mess with a good thing if it's working. I kind of like how this nursery all just kind of works as well. Suppose we could always do some additional flax and soap manufacturing over here. Because we could, as I say, there was the opportunity to elevate up here. I don't actually hate this. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. I'm going to have to get a nursery here. We're going to have to grow some more flax seeds. We might not even manage to make it work. Flax seeds. Also, yeah, I realize that my entire clay production operation is going to grind to a vicious halt. I could maybe get some upgrades. That might even be possible. Fuel efficiency, sprinting speed, conveyor belt speed, shop reputation. Yeah, shop reputation is soap, ironically enough. Fuel efficiency is 200 charcoal. You know what? I can do that, I think, because I'm buffering the charcoal. I'm not buffering enough charcoal, apparently. Can't do that. Action speed, 50 vitality potions. Research efficiency. Get the research efficiency, sure. Get research efficiency. Don't care about automatic checkout speed. Logistics efficiency is belt speed and conveyor lift speed. I don't really care about that. Inventory expansion would be nice, but not the end of the world. Factory efficiency is really what we're after, and 200 pulleys is very, very, very doable. It's just that we're not buffering them right now, and I probably should be buffering them. Yeah. We should be buffering them. Definitely something we should do. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, here's what I want to do. Straight up into the corner here. Up. Oh, we need more rope. And I do not think we have got any rope. Yeah, we don't. See, rope is one of the things that I really think maybe should have prioritized getting more of in the early stages. Because that is... Yeah, it's such a necessary component for all of the lifts that we end up using. It really is. Anyway, forget about that for now. Let's at least try and get the hellish soap process started. So what did I say we needed to do? We needed to crucible it. Crucible it. God, that's such a darn pain in the backside. Crucible it, linseed into blender. I mean, where do we even get the heat stuff for it? I mean, there's wood here. Do we elevate some wood? I think that's what we do. This is gonna be something else, let me tell you. This is gonna be something else. Right. So that's gonna go in there. Crucible. I think we'll get 3 crucibles, even though I am very confident that we are not going to need that many. We're then going to take from here. Oh, God, ropes. Ropes. What a pain in the backside. Yeah, okay, after we do soap, and after we do steel, and after we get copper production started, even if it is sporadic, even if it's irregular, I will fix ropes. Right. Is that the right height? I think that's the right height. Of course, it is going to mean that we need to do some big old juicy structures here. But that's fine. Yeah, and one more, which is going to have to come all the way from the ground. Not enough ingredients. Ah, maybe I do need a bigger inventory, actually. I didn't really think that I did, but maybe I do. Okay. One more. Two more. Cool. All right. So that will at least be the soap. No, that will be half the soap process. God, not enough ingredients. I'm spending resources quick. Is there a buffer down here? There is. Yep. Thought so. Right. Good. Go this way and that way. That's fine. Then we're gonna go up. We need to do this another way around because I need space. There we go. Delete that. Yeah, I need space here, right? Because I need to be able to draw from, and I need to be able to place like an extractor over here, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. We just place one extractor like there, because I need to basically do all of this process up here. There we go. So let's get the output of this, plummet into there. That will work, probably momentarily. Not for as long as I want it to, but it's okay. As long as we've got some of the resources to make it happen, then we'll be fine. So we will extract. We will get this at the crucible, which I still need to link up. We'll get the linseed oil, and we can build more. And then we need to blend. We need to blend into soap. And then we're going to cannon it across the whole map. Because why the heck not? I need iron and I need glass. And I can get glass there and iron. Well, we're almost to the point where we're going to be able to get loads and loads and loads of iron. So you know what? I'm just going to go sleep. Why not? Do I want to pay off my bills? I do not. I want to go and sleep. So how much did I actually make today? Without even thinking about it. 62. Wow, it's pretty good. Why did we not sell any healing potions? Oh, yeah, check the quests. I should have checked the quests. Maybe this? Oh, that's a Saturn, though, so that's not happening. 65 wooden pulleys is fine. The Saturn is basically... I mean, not impossible. Not at all. That's quite challenging as well. I mean, look, hey, everything's quite challenging. How many bills do I have? 13,000, 13,000. We can actually pay them both off right now. And we've got healing potions that are back in stock, so people can buy them. Right. Have I got iron? Daily auto restock? Iron ore? Yes, we do. It's working. It's working, it's working, it's working. Good. I thought that it wasn't for a second there, but that is okay. Right, let's collect up a little bit of iron ore manually. Nice. Collect, collect, collect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then let's go and get this blender sorted. How's the Saturn coming along? I.e. my only... No, I'm not going to do that. My only way to financially get out of this hole that I've dug myself into. Although, to be honest, the hole that I'm in is absolutely fine. Like, it's not great, but it's fine. There we go. There we go. And there we go. We'll do some pipage. And we need to switch form. We need to go up, like so. And that's excellent. That is really good. And now I will... I need ropes. I knew this would be a problem. I knew the ropes would be a problem. See, what I was initially going to do is I was initially going to do 3 elevators, 3 small elevators just down to the ground. Because that would be a little bit more space efficient. However, what I think I'm going to do now, because I just don't have enough ropes, I'm just going to build this. We're going to put down T. There we go. That, and then do that there. Yeah, I just think that's the best case scenario. Okay, plant ash. Plant ash combined in here for soap. Plant ash, linseed oil. Is it going to be enough? We will see. Okay, good. Right, can I fit a cannon right in here? I need a bit more iron ore. Well, or a bit more iron ingot even. I think a cannon might actually just fit in here. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Can we shuggle something around? Can we mess something around a little bit? I think we can do better than this, to be honest. Destroy the pipe. Destroy this. Destroy this. Destroy this. Destroy that pipe. Destroy that pipe. Confirm. Yeah. That's not a super helpful placement of a bag, to be honest. Let's place the cannon first. Yep. Okay, good. And now can I get rid of... Oh, I've already got soap. I've already got soap. Let's... what can I get rid of? Why have I got a Jupiter? Oh, I've got a Jupiter here that's 7% completed. Well, that can go in there. That's absolutely not required for now. That bag is out of here. Right. Okay. Simple, basic, blending. Needs to go there. Then this is treacherous, honestly. Right. 7. That's what we need. That's what we need. Beautiful. And then the output needs to come into the cannon. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And then pipes. Yeah, we cannot go in front of the cannon. That's alright. And we also can't go there because I don't have enough iron ore. That's deeply frustrating because I'm just scavenging it at the moment, to be honest. But if it's going to work, then I will make it work. I just hope that the people are grateful for all of my machinations. There we go. That's good enough. It's good enough, right? It's good enough. Look at that. Plant ash. Let's get soap. Okay, so then we need to just figure out where the heck this is going to go. It needs to come to here. Can I shoot it to like a storage crate? Can also accept throwing items. Can also accept throwing items in the no lid form. That's what we need. We need a big chest. That's all that we need, and we need to get a few little cogs for it, but we get one of the big chests, and that'd be perfect. And so if we put it like here, rotate. Oops. Yeah, so rotate. No lid form. That's what we're after. And then that goes there? Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, we might need to elevate it, but if we do, then we can do that fairly easily. Right, we do E, set target. And we want to set the target to here. Why is that an invalid target? Does it say why it's an invalid target? Is there anything else that would be valid around here? I suspect it's the fact that it's like, target too far? I thought there was no range. I thought there was no range. Longer throwing distance to conveyor inputs. Oh, come on. I mean, we could get 2 cannons. How far can we go? Yeah, how far can we go? Can we get 2 cannons? I mean, that would save us so much time. There we go. Nice. Nice. So can we go to like here? Let's give it a shot. Okay, there. Nope. There we go. Invalid target. Target too far. Oh. What about, like, here? 5. Nope. Big one. T. What about that? That can't be too far. Okay, that's legal. Target set. Not enough ingredients, of course not. See, we're struggling here. Am I making any iron or steel though? Or copper or steel? We should be making at least a little bit. Okay, cannon. Good. At least we're having some fun, eh? Hey, good. Okay. So, we have to do it in 2 steps, but I think that is a worthy thing to have happen. It's pretty cool. Right. So, then we need to grind. Stop firing. Stop firing. Stop firing. Yeah. Cancel this. We need to grind. We're gonna grind here. We'll just get like 4 grinders. And we'll also backlog a little bit of soap. What the heck? I mean, it's a good process. It feels decent enough. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. These 2 can go out there, out there, out there, out there. And consolidate it all into a cannon, which is what I am talking about. And then that can go over to here. We're going to yoink the soap out, so it's now soap powder. Then we're going to get the tall tables right here. Then we're going to probably run out of rope in the process of trying to make this happen. Yep, knew it. I absolutely called it. I did say that I was going to fix rope after this. I still mean that. Although, who knows? Right. I need... Oh, I've just started building a new one. Clear recipe. Yeah, I knew you would do that. I knew you would do that, video game. Here, take... Can I put these in here? Yeah, I can. Thank goodness. Because what I wanted to do was to take the... No, not that Jupiter. I wanted to take this Jupiter that wasn't yet complete. I want to put that into here. And then put that in there. Yeah, that's what I'm after. That's good. And in fact, can I take this and just like put it on top as well? No. We're only allowed to have one at a time. Okay, well, that is what it is. Right, we'll leave that in there. We'll swap you around. We'll take this. We'll put this here. And we'll restock the Jupiter. We'll get rid of it. Oh, actually, unless there's a good quest that involves it. Bulk order. Random quest. No, that's Saturn. So, yeah. No worries. Okay. I've got rope. I pilfered a bit of rope. Let's fix this. Good. Nice. In there. Perfect. So now we're making copper powder. So that is half of the puzzle. God, we have not made any steel ingots at all, have we? We're just not getting charcoal powder coming through. We've got iron sand, but we're not getting coke powder coming through. Well, we'll maybe add a little bit manually in there. Fine. Let's just take that back and confirm. Great, we got 5 steel ingots. Amazing. But what I really wanted to do was just buffer a chest there. That's fine. Okay, so copper powder. After the copper powder, we need to make copper ingots. The copper ingots are crafted in a crucible. And thankfully, we can literally just put them like here. So that will just work. And then we just plop down a chest right here. And that's good enough. Okay, and that will be copper. Amazing. Okay, that's copper. Great. We got 5 steel ingots. We're already on the go with steel ingots. We are shooting the resources across right as we need to be. We're crushing up the right resources. What's taking time? It's the plant ash. Okay. Why is that taking time? Shouldn't really be any issues. I guess the crucible is just taking a little bit of time to get it done, but we'll add a little bit more in there. Hey, look. At least it's happening. What I'm really worried about, two things. One is rope. That is so bad. That is so bad. And in fact, I basically need to get 2 processors, don't I? It's actually really easy to solve. I think I'm going to be just horrific. We're going to mirror this here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that. And then we're going to get this. And this is definitely not going to fix all my problems, but it's at least going to make it easier. And how many do we need? 3? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, and then this feels so temporary. But I also feel like I've got so little space here now that we're really going to struggle to squeeze anything else in. Right. Bring it round. Bring it in there. That's fine. Okay. At least that will alleviate some of the issues that we're having. It might cause other issues, i.e. potion manufacturing, but at least some issues will be solved. Also, I feel like I really do need to get like a belt upgrade. A lot of my issues are logistics efficiency. Yeah, I need to get some belt upgrades here. Can I just yoink all of these gears out of here? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Am I not buffering small gears anywhere? I honestly thought I was buffering small gears somewhere. Am I buffering them right in there? I'm buffering them right in there. I knew I was buffering small gears somewhere. That's perfect. Okay, well that solves a lot of my problems. Actually, I hope. 30 per minute? It's not overly transparent, and then 200 wooden pulleys. It's not overly transparent how many resources we are actually making, but it's alright. Yep, now we buffer. Especially if I delete that. Now we buffer the resources that we need, and that is good. I'm not happy, but I'm more happy. Okay, the next thing that we're going to need to do is to solve charcoal powder. Are we keeping track of charcoal powder? No, not particularly. I almost feel like this is just a limited, you know, this is a totally limited setup here. Unless I can do the old build the table on top of whatever is happening here, and then suddenly we have about a bajillion more space to play around. I mean, we can build a table like here, surely, yeah? Nope. That's not allowed. No. So there's no tables or plateaus allowed anywhere over there. Here's the thing. I basically think we need to double... I think we basically need to double our production, right? I think we need to double our production of the charcoal powder, and I think we need to reintroduce it to the line, like here. So I think what we really need to do is we really just need to set up a brand new, like, wood production area. Get two planks into a crucible, and then just, like, maybe cannon it across to, like, here. Be kind of cool. I do like cannons. I feel like I don't use them enough. And they are pretty cool. Copper ingots. Hey, look at that. We've already got 17 copper ingots. How many steel ingots? 1 steel ingot. Because we just do not have the coke powder. That is the problem. That is the hugest problem. The other slight issue that we have is that I need these logs in order to make the process work. Look, let's give this a shot. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get 2 table saws. Right, build them here. This feels like a dangerous thing to be doing, building them in this close a vicinity to everything that matters. But the reason that I'm doing it is because I want to try and I want to try and use... can I go... Oh yeah, we can do this. It maybe looks a little bit bad, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I want to try and use the existing belt infrastructure that we've got. So we're going to just take the wood up here. I don't like the fact that it's so close to the shop, but c'est la vie. What can you do? Right. Those logs I'm not going to touch because they are just going to fill up my inventory, and that is going to be a disaster. Then the next thing that we want to do is to grab a heater or a kiln. I mean, if I have the opportunity to make a big jumbo one, I very much could. Where's my kiln? My kiln's over here. How many bricks do I have? 13 bricks. Well, there goes the idea of a jumbo kiln right out the window. That's just not happening at all. We will settle for a small one. And it can go right here. And that can go in there. And that can go in there. And then, am I going to have enough rope to make this happen? Almost certainly not. No, I am not. I did sort rope, though. That is a very loose phrase, terminology, etc. that I'm using. Also, I like how this box setup, this vertical box setup, just basically allows you to avoid using rope if you're only going up one level. That's pretty cool. Also, are we... Yeah, I mean, we're moving all of our flax, but we're just not, like, moving it fast enough. Like, we're just not getting enough flax. Although, actually, that's maybe a bit deceptive to say. We have increased our belt speed, which has probably made everything else look, like, proportionately slower. Or proportionately less, if that makes sense. Flippin' heck. I buffer wood down here. That's good. There we go. Nice. Okay, crucibles. Let's get 3 of them. That's nice. That's not really the configuration that I wanted. I wanted to get them up at the back here. If I got them up at the back, then we can just get away with using one single belt up. But then we're probably going to have to use some kit at the bottom there. That's not going to work. Yeah, we're going to have to use some lab steps at the other side in order to make it all come together. Right, let's see if we can get away with just using a single table saw for the input. We may need to get more. But if we do, I will worry about that in a little bit. Right. Great. Do I need more rope? Please tell me I don't need more rope. I don't think I do this time. There we go. Nice. Excellent. And excellent. Nice. Okay, that is great. That is charcoal. Then we are going to come down here and we're going to grind it into 3 bits, I suppose. Excellent. No, good try, potato, though. Good try. Very good try, in fact. But not quite. And then we want the chest. We want an open chest to be here. We want to feed directly on. And then we want a cannon to be right here. Do I have enough resources for a cannon? I sure do. Okay. And then that goes right to there, which is perfect. And then the cannon is just going to be firing away. Amazing. Can I punt this into a second input? I can certainly try. You didn't like that, though. No, not sure. Not sure what the issue is there, but now we have got hopefully a fuller belt, and it should mean that this process is slightly less strained. And we should start to backlog all of this, and it'll all work out. How much copper have we got? 29 copper. Nice. 3 steel ingots. Wow, that's huge. 1 more brick. 1 whole more brick, eh? That is remarkable. Quick lime. What's the issue here? Running out of rocks? How? Physically, how? Should all work. We've got the daily auto restock on. I guess we just need more. I guess we just go through rocks quite quickly these days, I suppose. Right. Take them out of here. Put them into here. I don't want to deal with these. I don't want to deal with these. I don't want to deal with these logs, except if they are being automatically distributed. And I certainly don't want to be dealing with them manually. So yoink, yoink, yoink. Great. Nice. Okay. Cannon is away. Very good. And this looks like it's holding up quite well. In fact, dare I suggest it maybe looks like we could get a little bit more. A little bit more wood coming along this way is definitely something that we can make happen. Yep. Nice. And that should be a little bit more wood, which will give us that little bit more production. And if I need to get an additional grinder, we absolutely can. I'm not going to set the other target. That's fine. I'll just put 3 charcoal into here, and it is coming in, it's arriving, and then it is immediately going out. And we can tell if it's a success if we are seeing coke. Yep, if we're seeing coke go into this grinding process, and if we can see it here, it's coke powder. Excellent. We need 3 coke powder in order to make it work, and we've already got 12 steel ingots. That is an absolute dream. Wow, we have used more cannons for this process than we have ever used before, but it's kind of cool. What's the issue with iron sand? Is it the length of time that it takes to grind? It is the length of time that it takes to grind. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So how much soap do we have? Not enough soap, actually. I mean, I could add soap in there. That would be a decent amount. It turns out we do need more soap. What are we struggling with here? It's the flax that we're struggling with more than anything. But, I mean, failing getting another nursery, there's not much we can really do about that. And I already feel like we are pretty much at capacity here. So yeah, leave that. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff about the soap. The iron sand is something that can be rectified very easily, because all we need to do is get like more grinders. That's apparently the limit of the world. There we go. There we go. Excuse me? There we go. That's much better. Yeah. So we get that. That will make ever so slight of a difference to our production, but it will at least mean that we make a little bit more copper. Right. Money-wise. How are we doing money-wise? I've put my Jupiter up for sale, and it's gone. So that's nice. The restock has happened, so all of the... There we go. Look at that. All of that is on its way out. We've got iron that is starting to accumulate, which is great. I can go and sell my... pay my bills now if I want to, can't I? I sure can. 250 charcoal powder, 320 coke. That's a little bit much. And then the Saturn, wow, the Saturn is going to be, it's going to be crazy. 2 Jupiter for 1 million, 2 Mars, 2 carts. Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. 3 days ago, I will pay that fee, I will pay that fee, and I will pay that fee. That leaves me with 9,000 left, but it means I am completely debt-free, which is quite nice. We can also maybe turn our attention to some of action speed, sprinting speed, restocking speed. Restocking speed matters not. Matters not one bit. Give me the vitality potions, because I'll do it. Might as well. Fuel efficiency, combustibility, that is charcoal. Now, the interesting thing about charcoal is that I don't think we're buffering it here. I could buffer it here. I don't really think I need to. But we are buffering it over here, and the good news is that if it starts to... If this process starts to backlog, as I kind of hope that it does, then we will start to see it accumulate over in that vicinity, which is quite nice. Right. Store environment, 100 soap. 100 soap. Shop reputation, that's presumably going to give me more customers, which is kind of nice. 200 wooden pulleys. We've got 7. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, it's hardly perfect, is it? But it's, you know, it's my little factory. And gosh darn it, it looks and feels so good. Looks and feels so good. It is so nice. It is so nice. Sand still a absolutely perpetual issue here. God, I don't even know. We just need more. We just need more, right? We just need more crushers. And I don't really want to build more. I mean, I feel like this is already enough. Unless we like cannon it. Unless we cannon some sand. Do we cannon some sand? Do we bring in the big guns? It's a bit fun, isn't it, I suppose? Probably, like, better to output it directly onto here. Yeah. I feel like this creates unintended consequences, but I also feel like, who cares? Because it's a cannon. Right, let's just be really naughty and just take straight from the belts. It's good. I mean, if we've got the production over here, we might as well use it. Okay. Right to there. Beautiful. Keep pumping away. There we go. And I don't know why it's not coming through here, but it should. There we go. Nice. Why are you deciding not to come? I am not sure why that is happening, but you should be. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what the issue is here. Maybe I need to just redraw the belts. There. Yep. Better? No idea. No idea. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Why the heck's that not working? Can we delete and maybe try again? I feel like that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, let's buffer. Can I? Yeah, wrong T. Oh, God. Keep doing it, potato. Right, buffer here. Cool. And then, I mean, can we split down this way? And then cannon from here? We'll try that. Nice. Should be fine, right? Definitely fine in terms of distance. There we go. Okay, I think it was maybe just because it was so close. But, yeah, that's better, at least. That is better. Also, I need another... Why is this not working? Oh, God, of course. Of course, there's always some issue, isn't there? Right. Get this. Limestone. Limestone in there. Pick up limestone. Put limestone down here. Pick up limestone. Put limestone in there. Okay. So that will at least mean that we have a little bit more quicklime, which is kind of good. The sand, we're continuing to pump out. And once it has backlogged into this area, we will be able to just continue firing it. So again, it's not going to make much of a difference at all, but it does mean that at least we'll get a little bit more clay, and the clay is going to, I mean, it's literally everything. We need it for absolutely everything. So many of our processes are reliant on clay to work. Yeah. Also, why is nobody buying my potions? Also, what's going on here? This says it works, and yet you're just not doing it. We're just not restocking. Yeah, why is that? I wonder why the... Yeah, there's some, like, weird proximity thing with the belts. I wonder if that's, I wonder if it's a bug. I mean, it is a bug. Because that should not be... It should not be happening. T... Let's do that there, and then let's remove this. Remove all of this. Confirm. And then we'll do another little bridge over to here. And up there. Good. And out here. How's that? Is that better? That's a little bit better. Is that the only place that we're buffering healing potions? No, we're buffering healing potions over here too. Plop that in there. Go stick the vitality potions back as well, because I don't really care about holding onto them for too much longer. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that we need, but that's good. That's healing potions back. And with the healing potions back, that will make a big old difference. Have I got any charcoal now? Still don't think so. Still don't think so. But at least things are looking up. Right, how's my copper doing? 59, very nice. What's the issue? It's the iron sand. That is a really peculiar thing to be the issue. I'll tell you why it's a really peculiar thing to be the issue. Because iron is one of the things that we actually do not have any issue in producing in large quantity. It is au contraire, one of the only things that we can produce to a relatively competent degree. Right, so here's what I'm going to do. We're just going to mirror this exact setup all the way down here and introduce more grinders. That's it. That's it. And that will get us more iron sand. And I think that's probably all that we will need. Soap powder, we're still not getting that much of, so that's still a limiting factor for us, for sure. But at least it'll work. Okay, a little crouching. Turquoise. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I don't really know what to do with the turquoise. There is research to be done. So we can sell it. We can sell it just base in a jewelry stand for 418 a piece. An advanced assembler? 3 conveyor inputs? Metal stand? Salt? Salt's a grocery, but I don't really care about that. Malachite. What can use the turquoise? A track station. I do like the idea of a track station. A steel gear. A pocket watch. That's jewelry, and that requires steel gear, bronze gear, and glass. Steel gear is just steel in a processor. That's very easy to do, but we just don't make any steel gears. And copper gears are just copper in a processor. But the problem is the quantity of all of the goods that we're making at the moment. An alembic. Right. An alembic will allow us to make lavender essential oil. That's going to be a nightmare to make. And a charisma potion. Oof. Oof. Oh, there is so much here. There is so much here. What's the highest value thing that we can sell for? We can sell a soul? An aether shaper. It doesn't actually cost that much to make, to be honest. I mean, it costs a hell of a lot to research, but it doesn't cost that much to make the actual thing. Well, apart from the fact that it costs, 10 of each of all of the artifacts. And I've barely made one. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This game goes kind of hard. This game goes kind of hard. By kinda, I mean it goes real hard. It goes real hard. Oh, look at that. My Jupiter is almost done. I will add some more gears. Yes, let's do it. And you know what? I probably should just, automate the flinging process of this. I need more rope. Of course I do. Yeah, we can automate the... We can automate this this sale process, I think. Let's try with a small catapult. Try with a small catapult. Target too far. Okay, that's incredibly lame because it's literally just outside the area. Confirm, and that means that we have to get ourselves a catapult, which means that I need more iron. But again, I told you before, say it again, iron is one of the only things that we can actually supply in totally appropriate quantities. Right, so this goes in here. E, we've got a single Jupiter, that can go in there. Already started making the next Jupiter. That's fine. Destroy that, and instead replace it with one of these. Perfect, and then you can just go you can just go on your merry little way. Supply to... It has to be the downstairs, I suppose, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, that works. Perfect. And that will immediately get us a load of money, which is great. I have no bills. That makes me very happy. Delighted. Absolutely delighted. Are these catapults even worth keeping anymore? To sell the nails? I mean, yeah, it is worth keeping. Plant ash. What do I need to fix? I need to... Clay is a little bit of a sore point at the moment. Charcoal powder. Charcoal powder is mostly fine. It's funny because like some of the machines need sand and some of the other ones need charcoal powder. It just, yeah. Some of them need more than others. Right, I think we probably should try and get the wooden pulleys because I mean this is going to give me a 50% boost to factory working speed. Yeah, let's try and do that. I've got one wooden pulley at the moment. You know what? Let's delete. Cancel that. And put the... That's not going to work, is it? Ugh, whatever. Yeah, we've just deleted the Jupiters. Well, technically, I suppose we put them in the cannon, but they're never going to fire in the cannon, so... Yeah, we'll ditch that. The real nub of the issue is going to be... There we go. The real number of the issue is just going to be the sheer number of ropes that we've got coming through. Although, how much did I say we needed? It's only like 200. Oh, we're going to be able to get this really quick. Oh, nice. Okay. Collect a few more pulleys whilst I'm at it. Hell yeah. Alright, and with these couple of pulleys, that is enough to do my research, if I'm not mistaken. The... Logistics efficiency? No, that was a close one. Factory efficiency, that's what I want. 50% increase to the factory working speed. What is the next upgrade after that, actually? It's copper gears. It's copper gears, and it's 200 copper gears, so that would be 100 copper bars. I just do happen to have, I mean, about 100 copper bars. The problem is, do I want to do that, or do I want to just press on with the main quest? I wonder. See, this is almost perfect. This whole setup is very, very close to just working, you know? Now that everything is going to happen 50% quicker, that's great. Oh, yeah, let's see. You see the cannon firing quicker? Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. The problem is going to be... How's this looking? This is looking fine. We're backlogging a little bit of sand, which is slightly suboptimal, but it's okay, though. We're very much okay with that. Yeah, the issue is going to be... Oh, actually, look at this. Clay's starting to recover. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Yeah, the issue is more going to be the fact that we're going to go through all of these stones quicker. And in fact, I was watching, and we're just really not getting anywhere near the amount of stones that we need to get. I think we're going to need to buy another... I think we're going to need to buy another material storage so that we can get another source of limestone. I actually can't believe it. I also think we should buy a brand new house, and I'm going to go do that because we sold one of our Jupiters recently. So, yeah, let's have a little look at land that we can buy. No, we want this one. Land 6. Cost is 10? Right. Well, that's not good. That's fine. But I really wanted that one. Yeah. Oh, well. We're going to have to just make it work, I suppose, aren't we? Oh, now we got a full... Did I buy that one too? Not sure how that ended up happening. Right, we need more wood. Let's go and get more wood because I do indeed need it. The wooden pulleys, yeah, that'll be fine for now. Let that just go for a while, and we will set this down right here. I think we want to I think we want to try and merge with the existing belt. I don't know how we do this, though. We try and go right to the edge. We're going to elevate. Yep, and then we're just going to go all the way along here. Cool. I mean, we could always supply, like, 50%. Crouch, down, in. We could also always supply, like, 50% of the crucible things. What are they? Crushers. We can always supply 50% of them with this source and then 50% of them with the other source. But I think that just seems a bit insane, to be honest with you. Although maybe it's not insane. What if I just take this all the way along here, all the way around and up? I know that sounds and looks insane, but if we do that, then it means we're going to guarantee supply to these later ones, and it's not too visually intrusive. Is it maybe better to do it with a cannon? Probably. But hey ho, we're not doing it that way. Right. So daily auto restock. Yes, that is what we are after. That is good. Okay. 86 steel ingots. Love to see it. 112 copper ingots. Part of me just thinks maybe we do just bang like a factory speed increase on top of things. Also, look at this. Clay is... We're actually starting to backlog stuff again. That is really nice. So I'm kind of thinking, why not just try and strike whilst the iron is hot? I mean, the entire setup we can do just kind of like ad hoc. We need some big gears. Did I save some big gears in there? I did. I thought I did. Yeah, so we can just do like 3 here. We get an output. We pump the output into... Oh, God. More wood. I always need wood. Give me all the wood. I always need flipping wood. Right, there we go. We do recipe. Wait, what? Is that not... I thought it was at the processor, wasn't it? I've not unlocked it. That is the issue. I have not unlocked the copper gears. Okay, well, we are about to. And when we do, it will be momentous. And... there we go. There we go. And there we go. Let's do it. And we'll wait until the copper gear is finished, and then we will get it assigned, and we'll probably just manually move these resources across. Yeah, still not sure what we're going to do with the steel. I tell you what I do know that I want to do, though. I do want to get an increased inventory size, which is going to mean some ropes, and I do not have any ropes at all. So that's fun. But we will cope. Right, copper gears, great, and copper gears. Yeah, how long does this take? Well, this takes like no time at all, and we're gonna get 2 copper gears apiece. So this will be done super quickly. Let's go and check to see if we've got any bills to pay. I have got 1 bill to pay, and we can pay it and have plenty of money left over. Any quests that I want to do? A Saturn? I do want to attempt a Saturn. It would be a good use of my turquoise. It's also salt and malachite. Salt is quite easy. Let's research it. And then let's do malachite after that. Where is that made? That's made at an Athenor. So that's this thing. Yeah, which is like I have no idea. Like an alchemical alloy thingy? Who knows? Right, how are we getting on here? 141 already. Oh, man, it's going so well. It's going so well. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. We have used all of our copper, which did take a fairly long time to get sorted. But here's what I'm currently thinking. I mean, we're currently running low on soap powder. That is the big missing piece of the puzzle. How can we accelerate the production of How can we accelerate the production of more soap powder? Well, it's by getting more clay, and it's by getting another nursery, another flax nursery. And we're shockingly close to being able to do that. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Nice. Okay, let's get the upgrade done. And what's the research here? It's 200 steel gears. For another 50% increase in factory working speed? Don't mind if I do. I mean, we can do that right now. I mean, well, maybe not right now, but you get the picture, right? Actually, almost right now. Yeah. Cool. I would still need to research the steel gears, right? Yeah, I'd still need to research the steel gears, which slightly happen to be a little bit expensive, but that's all right. I'm saving up my wooden pulleys, because then we can get the upgrade for the logistics, which would be good. Now that we've got more resources coming in, I think it's time to turn our attention back to the nursery here. Let's do this there. Yep. And then punt that over there. Don't really care. It's fine. You can be grumpy if you want, video game. I am not bothered. I need to try and yoink this. To yoink this conveyor belt in a way that doesn't completely suck. Yeah. Can we get under the table there? That's what I'm after. And then out up here. There we go. And in there. And then the flax seed is going to go in here as soon as I have... Do I need more pulleys for this? I kind of do need more pulleys, but I can't really make it happen. So yeah, that upgrade is finished. And so now we really should start to see some significant differences. I mean, we have increased the speed so dramatically. Yeah, okay, hold on. Drop this here. Drop the steel here, which may be a little bit counterintuitive, but I need to get one more flaxseed. And then select that. Perfect. So we're probably now going to have a capacity issue here. This is a great problem to have. This is a really, really good problem to have. I'm going to yoink some more ropes so that I can make a big old elevator. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I realize that I'm pilfering all of the good stuff, but it needs to be done. And then we're just going to do... hold on. Oh, I don't want to destroy this belt, but I know that I need to. Because if I don't... actually, maybe we can go up the side here. Can we... No. Not really. So we can't go... We can't go from inside that leg. We need to go... We need to go somewhere else. I don't want to destroy this. Don't destroy this, but... actually, no. Tell a lie. I don't have to. Here's what we can do. We can do... this. Yep. And then we go up here. Well, something like that. You see what I'm saying? We do this here. Because then we can destroy that, and then that will not make as much fuss as... That will not make as much fuss as doing some of the other crazy stuff that we could, such as destroying the wood belt. Unload glass, unload... No, we need nails. Unload charcoal, unload stone, unload clay. We'll deal with all of that in a little bit. We'll get it all. Take all the flax, take all the flax. And then... Oh, can we build this out here? Yeah. This is going to be a mess. This is going to be an absolute mess. But you know what? It's going to be worth it because it means that I don't have to move that big, annoying wood log wall, which is the real bane of my existence. Right. Up here, around, down. Then we do an 8. I might need to take that back just a smidgen. Nope. X. There we go. Cancel 8. Up there. Nice. And is that enough to get us around the edge here? Nope, we need to go out by 1 more. Fine. Good enough. And we'll bring it all the way back. It's messy, but it's going to work. And that is what matters. Right, do I just want to keep going? Yeah, I do want to keep going. The reason I want to keep going is because this is going to go directly in. Directly in here. Okay. Good. And... nice. So, I think we trash... nope. I think we trash this. Yep. Trash this. And trash that. And then that will mean that we have a bespoke... we'll have a bespoke supply of goods coming from here. There we go. All the way up to the top. That is, I think, exactly what we want. It's the most that we can possibly muster. It's the most that we can possibly muster. We can also... oops. There we go. We can also have that. So it's like a bonus, I suppose. The additional resources coming through. And in fact, we should just... we should have it as it was. We should just have it merging there. Yeah, perfect. So that will be slightly more capacity. And I think it should be good. I think it should be good. The plantation is all going into the right place now. The cannon is thundering. That's what we like to see. It's good. It's very good. Okay, we're going to go sleep because, frankly, we need to. Although, I should... yep, there we go. That's going to be over 200 pulleys. So I should be able to get the next level of logistics here. Looks like it's copper gears, so that's fairly easy for us to get as well. So these belt upgrades will make a bit of a difference. What the heck? How have we lost all of our clay? Where did all of our clay go? To be fair, I did consume like 30 additional bits of clay in here, but that's still a lot of clay to go through. Oh well. How are we doing? How are we doing over here? Already back up to 35. Already back up to 21. Love to see it. This is looking great. And we just got the belt speed increase as well, which is just perfect. What do we need for the reputation bonus? 100 soap? That's too much. Just that's a lot of soap. I'm happy that we're definitely producing more soap powder now, though, so that's very nice. It's good. It's very good progress. Okay, onwards and upwards. Let's get the 200 copper ingots and the 200 steel ingots. We're kind of going round and round in circles here. So maybe I'll take it out. But, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Just grabbing the next fuel efficiency level as well. Added a second cannon down here to just cannon a bit more charcoal quickly, just because I wanted to get it done, really, more than anything else. What's the next level? It's 100 coke. That's probably never ever gonna happen. What is this? Coke powder that I'm buffering, isn't it? Yeah, it's not even real coke. The real coke is coming down here in such limited quantities because the charcoal powder is just so unbelievably rare. In fact, no, it's not even rare. It's coming in like pretty much at a full rate, to be honest. It's just, it takes a lot of it to make. What is it, like 8? Yeah, it's 8, actually. Either way, I have got over 100 copper ingots now, and I've not been waiting that long either. Steel ingots, even better at 160. Obviously, we did spend 100 of our copper ingots on this little tiny setup, but, you know, that's fine. I've restarted the old Jupiter again, so we're working on the small wooden gears. I've also been thinking, I think I'm probably going to build this thing, yeah, the jewelry stand, and just restock it manually. So if we choose what to sell, yeah, we'll confirm the turquoise. Do I have... I don't have anything. I mean, 50 rope is just not happening, is it? Anytime soon. I mean, I will yoink some rope out of here just so that I can try and get it, and I'll make a concerted effort to do so. But yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But the point of this was that I was going to try and yoink all of the turquoise that we have and just sell it. Choose goods to sell. Yep, and choose goods to sell. If I just do this manually, I mean, I don't know how much we're going to be able to fill it up with. I was going to say, I would hope it would be more than 3 pieces in each slot, but oh well, I suppose. That's fine. Probably makes sense that I have a tiny little supply set up here. Don't tell the customers that they can just steal all of this from the floor, but that'll do. I mean, that's the easiest way to go about doing things. Honestly, this factory boost is kind of crazy. What do we need for next level of fuel burn? Yeah, that's not happening, is it? 60 for an automatic checkout too? Checkout speed is slightly faster. It's worth more to me sold, to be honest. Inventory speed, or inventory size even. Linen, yeah, we've not really investigated that. Research efficiency, what does that do? Research speed is plus 4 points per second. Not a huge deal. Action speed, sprinting speed, restocking speed, that would be 100. I guess I'll do it. Just because I can. And it's not like the vitality potions are doing anything else otherwise. I mean, we are, believe it or not, like, we're selling them at full tilt. And still is not enough. Yeah, this is taking its sweet time, but that's just because we need loads and loads of gears. And we've got them, but we're just struggling to get them fast enough. That's fine. This is looking good. Our clay seems to oscillate between being in a great position and being in a terrible position. Like, we've got loads and loads of charcoal powder now, which is great. We've got lots and lots of sand, which is great. But we are just not making... We're just not making enough. We're just not making enough. There's always something to go somewhat wrong here. But actually, you know what? All that aside, it's clearly worked a little bit because now we're up to 59 whole bricks, which I don't actually need for anything. I don't think I've done anything with the bricks other than build that that big thing here, which has been good. This little setup is working just fine. As you can see, all of the crushers are stacked now, but they are not. This one still does not have all of the resources. That's fine, though. Well, actually, it's not fine. It's slightly less than fine. Let's take this out of there and put this into here. There we go. That's good. That's a little bit better, I think. Because this is our quicklime. It's our quicklime line. And that's going to start to get used again because we've gotten rid of all of the turquoise. I say we've gotten rid of all of the turquoise. We have not gotten rid of all of the turquoise. But we did get rid of all of the vitality potions, or at least 100 of them. But we have so many as spare potions on the desk, which is what we are... That's not what I wanted to do. Which is what we require for... health potions are required for turquoise. And vitality potions, well, we just sell them. But, I mean, we must have like 100 here. They're just sitting out in the open. Because they're just not being sold quickly enough. Now, if I did want to shift them faster, it would definitely be store reputation. But as I say, that is soap. And the soap we are pretty much immediately processing. And I don't really care about changing that, to be honest. I mean, my money is fine, he says, as he goes and looks at his bills. 37k. I mean, that's a lot. But I can pay it, and I can pay it in a oneer. I can pay it just like that. Carts, linen, charisma potion, coke. That's 1.2 million. That's huge. And it expires in 2 days. I mean, it must be possible, theoretically. But that's 2,700 nails. 300 copper gears. 300 steel gears. Not to mention the fact that I actually need to do the research. The research is going to cost me 1 silver token, 2,600 tokens, regardless. So I would need to get more money first before we even get the research done. Right, up to 183 steel ingots. And up to 142 copper ingots. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're definitely getting there. And I think that is my last bit of copper. That's 200 steel. Actually, just a little bit over 200 steel. 200 steel, 200 copper. Let's go and turn it in, shall we? I think we shall. Oh, look. Customers buying some turquoise. Very good. We did have our Jupiter that went up on sale, but I guess it must have gone, like, very, very quickly. We make these at some pretty rapid speed now, to be honest. Especially now that the belts are moving faster, because it's just a case about trying to shovel as many of these cogs in as we possibly can. And to be fair, I could probably shovel more in if I got more belts, but whatever, who cares? It's it makes things fast enough. Makes things fast enough. Bills, we could pay the bills, but I am not that bothered. Main quest, boom, let's get that submitted. So what does that get me? That gets me chamomile seeds. Shop reputation is plus 10. That is very, very nice. Let's have a little look at the old research, shall we? So we still need to go through steel gears, so might as well, because we've got plenty of silver coins now. The chamomile seeds, that's not for the charisma potion. I guess that's for this here, the blast potion? What? Sulfuric acid? Sulfur? Growth potion, the advanced shaper. So the advanced shaper is going to allow... Wow. So Venus, look at this. It's got health potion, vitality potion, charisma potion, blast potion, and then whatever this is, the growth potion. It's got them all. It's got them all. Oh, wow. Okay. This is... There is so much stuff here. There is so much stuff. Topaz? How the heck do you make topaz? Crafted the advanced blender with a bunch of components? Wow, there is so much stuff here. I cannot believe it. I really cannot believe it. I feel like, with my pretty sophisticated, intricate factory that I've built here, I feel like I have barely even scratched the flippin' surface. And I feel like this is pretty good going, to be honest. Can I get... There we go, thank you. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty good going. But yet it's not even scratched the surface. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up for now. Thank you ever so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I, of course, have been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time.